Nothing sickens me more than seeing someone hate their life and doing nothing to change it. Because I just know they're capable of more. And if nobody has told you this yet, you're capable of more too. So I was hanging out with a friend. I hadn't seen her in a really long time. You know how it goes. We just got busy. Adulthood. But this person has always amazed me. She is incredibly resilient. She basically raised herself. She moved out of her toxic household at a very young age, all while working full time and going to school. She got her degree, and she was telling me how she was at this job living paycheck to paycheck because the job just didn't really pay her all that well. She was telling me that she was working towards a promotion because she needed it more so than because she wanted it. She felt like stuck. It wasn't something that she wanted to do. And she's just always been this super amazing friend. She is so good at photography. She will take these really awesome and creative pictures, and she just also has a really amazing sense of style. She's the type of girl who looks like she came out right out of a Vogue magazine, honestly. Like, she turns heads. She stands out always in the best way possible. She's just a very cool, interesting person. And I was telling her there is no need for this. I was truly gagged when she told me the reality of what she was going through, because it just didn't really make sense to me. And so I told her, I'm like, well, why don't you offer your photography services to those around you? Like, you're really good at that. Just do it on the side. If it gets somewhere, then you can start a business. Or why don't you start posting on TikTok, influencing, because you have a really good sense of style. And then she was telling me like, oh, you know, I actually was doing photography with a friend, and this friend, like, they just kept going. They're working with people in LA, like really famous people now. They're doing great. Like, that's how they make their living, through photography. And I was telling her like, well, you know, there you go. It's possible for you. Network with them. Like, you know, like, I think you have options. Like, you're way too young to be just stuck in this mindset of, oh, I'm working a dead-end job, or I'm working a job that I hate, and this is my life, and this is going to be my life for the rest of my life. Like, no, you're way too young. She's like my age. And it's just like the lack of confidence this person had in herself, the amount of self-doubt that I witnessed through her, it was just truly shocking for me. Because in my head, I see her as just like this person that is just so amazing. Like, I'm gagged by her. Like, truly, like, I just think she's super cool. And I think that a lot of us can get in our heads. I don't know a single person in my life. I'm sure you don't either. Maybe you do, but think of a person who just doesn't have a really cool trait, who doesn't really have a cool quirk, something that makes them unique, something that makes them stand out. Like, this person, her style, her resilience, right? Her photography skills. I don't think that there's a person who just hasn't mastered something more than the average person. And it could be something super silly. But then when we go and we reflect on it, sometimes we're like, well, what can I do? And it's just our mind goes blank. We don't see that, oh, hey, you know what? Actually, I can draw better than the average person. Oh, actually, you know what? I learned how to do pottery, or I can actually sing. I have a good voice. And if I practice on it, I can be better, or I can act, whatever it is. And when we ask someone else, they're able to tell us what they think is particularly cool about us. Side note, my cat just climbed to where I'm at if you're just listening to this. So my parents bought me this couch for my birthday, and my cats have been using it as their bed. They refuse to sleep with me now, and they just stay in the couch. Sorry, King, invading your space, I guess. Anyway, sometimes it's just really hard to look internally and be like, no, you know what? I am really good at this. But the kicker is that we all have something. And it just got me thinking, like, how many insanely talented people are just sitting in their dreams because they refuse to give themselves enough credit for the things that they can do. I used to know this other person. He just casually told me, oh, like, I graduated from this recording college or whatever it was. I searched up the school, and it was the biggest recording school in LA. And then he also told me oh yeah, been playing instruments since I was little. Like, I thought, okay, maybe the guitar, the piano or something. No, he started listing like the drums, the bass, like all of these instruments. And I was just like, what the hell are you doing working in Chipotle in my head? He's like, yeah, like I really want to start a band, but I just don't know anybody. Babe, you're the band. Hello? And I told him about how when I went to San Diego, I ran into Danny Lukes. He's a singer. And I asked him because I was just curious, how did you get to where you are today? And he told me that it was just through like posting TikToks and, you know, just posting every day, trying to get people's attention. And then he finally found like a niche group of people that actually fucked with his music. It's crazy because there are so many people who are like this, so many people who are just insanely talented. It doesn't even have to be musically or anything. It's just like they have these skill sets that people aspire to have, but they don't do anything with it. Not because they're not able to, but because they just don't think that they have it in them. They don't think that it's possible. These people need to be like injected with delusion. There is no reason to feel unfulfilled with your life, to feel stuck, to be living in debt. I know times are so tough right now. I know so many people are just in the trenches suffering. I get it. By no means do I come from a place of like privilege. Like, no, like where I'm recording right now at my childhood home, like it's not nice. I had to like pay for everything because, you know, like my parents just don't have a lot of money. And I know times are so fucking hard, but also times have never been better. We live in a world where we can literally do anything because of our phones. We can make an insane amount of money through our phones, through social media, through the internet. I've told this before, but I couldn't find a job after graduating. I graduated with marketing. I did all the internships. I was very confident in my ability to help businesses through social media management, through digital marketing. Just very confident because I had done it time and time again with a lot of different businesses. But I just could not land a fucking job. I was applying every day to so many places. And I just completely ghosted. And it was like crazy because I would look at these companies' social medias. I would look at the companies that these, you know, agencies were working with. And it's just like, dude, like I can, and I don't mean to like be like a fucking, you know, like, oh, I can do so much better. But like, yeah, like I could, like these people were posting like Canva templates that, you know, like on social media that just it wasn't doing anything for the business. And it was just very frustrating because I was like, I just need somebody to give me a chance. Like, I know I can perform well. Like, why is this so hard right now? I felt like such a failure because I'm like, okay, I graduated, spent all the time in college. And for what? I'm unemployed. I'm struggling. Like, I'm blowing through my savings right now because I cannot find a job. And again, I don't have like my parents really helping me with anything. I have, you know, like I pay all of our phones. I pay all of these different things. So it was just very hard and very disheartening. I was just like, I'm applying for these jobs that don't pay well, because another thing about marketing is that the early roles, they just don't pay literally anything. I was making more at Panda Express when I was a shift lead than I was working at the agency. And yes, I was an intern, but I was asking how much it was to be full time, and it was just a mediocre amount of money. And so I decided, you know what? I can do this shit. I understand this shit. I'm going to start my own agency. And it took me a very long time to get my first client. I'm still not where I want to be, but I definitely have some money coming in from it, and I can pay my bills, and I'm probably making more than I would have been at an agency. I'm a regular schmegular person. There's nothing truly special about me other than the fact that I was so fucking delusional. I literally had everybody just telling me, dude, come on, settle for just anything at this point. You need a job. I had my parents telling me, you need a job, go back to Panda or something. And I was just so delusional. And I was like, no, I don't know if it's going to be my YouTube channel that's going to help me pay my bills. I don't know if it's going to be my clients that are going to help me pay my bills, but I'm gonna do something with it, right? I had a vision for myself. I didn't want to go back to fast food. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but it's just like after you put so much time and energy in a degree, and it's just like I don't want to go back. To me, it felt like moving backwards. And then also, I didn't really want to work a dead end 9 to 5 job. Could I find a job, I don't know, sales or something? Yeah, but I didn't want to do that because I knew that I would be miserable. So I was delusional and I was like, I'm gonna make it happen. And that's all it took. People are making bands off of selling coloring books on Etsy, pots, paintings, literally anything, you name it. People are making real money from it. And it's all thanks to social media. It's all thanks to the internet. There are just so many different niches and subcultures online. I truly believe that you can do anything and just turn it into a business. I know somebody who's selling coasters. Just these things that you don't even think about, right? And people are making a living off of it. People are making more money off of these little side hustles than they are off of their full-time jobs. Have you seen the fucking restock my fridge with me videos on TikTok? And they have like hundreds of thousands of followers and they get hundreds of thousands of likes. Like, they are making big money off of filming themselves restocking their fridges, off of rating different freaking water pressures. Like, it's insane. Do you think that these people popped off overnight? No, it probably took months, maybe even years of hard work and consistency. Yes, of course, but they made it. So truly, like, think about it. Sit on this. What is the thing that people always compliment you on? Is it your makeup? Is it your style? Is it your ability to be able to storytell? Like, is it your writing? What is it? There has to be something. And get this like idea out of your head that you can't do something, right? I think, and I cannot stress this enough, there is just normal people doing these extraordinary things, and it's all because they were just delusional and they just didn't quit until they made it happen. When people from all types of backgrounds have changed their life, there is just no reason for you to think that you are incapable of doing the exact same thing. It is possible. You have a skill set that people would pay good money for. And if you're over here like, girl, I really do not, then babe, guess what? Guess what? You can learn a skill on YouTube. You don't even have to go to college. And I'll never talk down on college or anything, because I think, especially if you come from a very low income background, yes, please go to college or a trade school, whatever it is, right? Further education, please. But if you truly are just in a position where you just cannot, like, you can learn different skills on YouTube. You can learn different skills on LinkedIn Learning, or buy courses online, or go to the library and see what the hell you can learn. And so back to, this friend, I didn't know if she would actually take my advice. I didn't know if she would just let her self-doubt hold her back. But then she messaged me on my birthday and she was like, you truly motivated me. I started my photography page. Oh, I'm going to go see this business on this day. And that is truly why I decided to make this video, because I just want to remind you that you can do it. You can do the thing, whatever it is. You have it in you. Slash all of those limiting beliefs down. I promise you there is something that you can do better than the average person. No matter how stupid it seems, no matter how silly, you're not... I think sometimes too, we have these little thoughts where we're like, oh my God, I am so weird. Or we have these interests where it's like, oh, I must be the only person in the world that can like this. And you go on social media and then you find that random subculture and you're like, wow, I've truly never had an original thought. And that's exactly what it is. There is a lot of people out there who are interested in whatever it is that you can offer them. And I wish I could hop out of the screen and be like, babe, let me tell you what it is, like I did with the friend. But I can't. I'm so sorry. But even if you're stuck and you're like, I truly don't know, ask the people around you. And I will leave you with this, which is what I kept telling myself when I started my marketing agency, when I started even this channel, because when you start something, like, you don't know the outcome, and it can be very, very scary, right? Because you're like, what if I waste my time? What if I look stupid? What if whatever it is? You have a lot of fear. It's like fear of the unknown, but the fear that you're feeling now over starting something new, over trying to change your life, is nothing compared to the regrets that you're going to feel 10 to 20 years down the line for not starting at all. And yeah, that was all I had for today's video. Please help me out by liking it. Let me know your thoughts. Go on the comments. Let's motivate each other, because the journey is hard and it is a long one, but we got it. I hope this inspired you to like go after your goals. Dream big, babe. Like, we are in the trenches right now. What do we have to lose? Literally, what do we have to lose? But yeah, until next time.